The creator didn't want to animate or find an animator, so now you have to deal with me. Oh, right. My apologies. Continuing on, this story is purely a work of fiction. Anything that resembles events in real life is purely coincidence. Enjoy. During Alexandra's slow descent, she observes her surroundings, taking in the heat hugging her, the small gusts of wind swirling around her, and the sand swirling around her. Below, she sees a woman, sitting on a couch. Eventually, our warrior lands to her feet. Now, the conversation can begin.
Where am I? Huh? Who is she? Excuse me? Who are you? Why am I here? How am I here?
Well, it certainly took you long enough. I summoned you here. My name is Ishtar. I was wondering when we could finally speak, especially about the event during the war. Before, during, and after the war. I'm looking to lend my advice about what transpired. Nothing more.
Wait. Ishtar? Is that actually you? I thought only a few select people could interact with you.
Not quite correct. After all, this pantheon isn't closed.
Well, okay then. And I guess that's good to know. You said that you wanted to speak about the events that transpired during the war. What did you want to know?
Indeed, over the course of the war, you learned valuable lessons and gained new skills. You and your allies went against all kinds of malicious foes and experienced trials, tribulations, twists and turns. Be it may, you had to learn the hard way in order to get here. Far too many times the gods would have liked. I suppose that can't be helped. I want your thoughts about the war, before, during and after. Not facts, since I already know the facts.
I'm sorry, but thoughts? Why thoughts? And how do thoughts help you? And how does this lead to your advice again?
You ask too many questions. You see, I want thoughts for advice. I want to test a theory of mine. Do me a favor, humor me. I think this advice will help you more than me. You see, I spent my time observing the war. You and your allies were expeditiously warned about the dangers going in and out. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. A test of trust, some might call it.
I can tell you're not joking. Okay then, I'll humor you. Yes, that's correct. My allies and I were warned about the dangers going in and out. And regarding the test of trust, are you talking about the test of the winding forest? Pardon my boldness, but where does this exactly lead?
More questions, more answers that will lead to more questions. You don't have all day. I'll eventually have to send you back to your homestead. So less questions, the better. They can be answered another time. I was warned about your tongue. I'm surprised this hasn't got you killed yet. And I'm saying that with grace, since I am not here to scold you. I believe someone else has done that, correct?
All I have are questions.
Another time. You are no longer who you used to be. You gave her up in order to seek who you are today. Tell me about the war, before, during, and after, and what you learned.
Thoughts. If thoughts are what you want, then I will give you my thoughts. The war could have been easily avoided. It also could have been easily worse, but could have went a lot better. My allies and I had to do things we weren't proud of. We had to play meticulous games with our enemies to get where we are. But we did what we had to do in order to survive. Especially me when the enemy trapped me. I'm not saying anything we did was morally correct. I wouldn't change anything though. Even if I was given the chance. Yeah, we were warned. And we pushed our limits far too many times. And we pushed our luck one too many times. Before the war, our bonds were inseparable. But during the war, I could feel our bonds being tested. With Esmeralda, Kyren, Ravik, Arik, Rivera, Valen, we had to take our risks in order to save the kingdom Stark. But something changed with all of us. It was like a switch. I can't explain it.
You have more to say. Go on, child. A lot happens during a war. Thoughts. Tell me your thoughts.
It's like things changed overnight. At the end, I learned, so to speak, who my murder of crows actually were. Just so to speak. But my allies, they truly made me think I was the monster for doing what I had to do in order for our crew to survive and make it back home. Nothing was good enough for them. So of course I questioned my worth as a captain. As a warrior. As a human. They started to doubt me after I was captured by our enemy. They thought I would turn out exactly like them. That felt like a knife in my back. Because I knew I would never be like the enemy who turned on a Stark. They claimed I lied about what our enemy was up to, said I was tricking them, leading them astray. I was exiled by my own allies. The ones who I fought with, side by side. I didn't want to fight it. I didn't have the energy to. And honestly, Ishtar, I still don't. So dumbly enough, I allowed myself to be talked to in such a manner and told them what they wanted to hear. Nothing more, nothing less. I said I was going to get through to them. But no, I did not. Nothing I said was going to get through to them. Nothing. Nothing. They held what occurred during the war over my head as if they didn't do the same thing. For some reason, it's fine when they do it, but it was a problem for me. Too far, they'd say. But sometimes I wonder if I ain't just projecting anymore.
Not projecting. Doubting. Continue.
During the war, an ally claimed that I was too late to save another ally. I watched that ally shove a sword into themselves. I was far too late. I remember the blood dripping onto the ground from their body. We rushed them to the medic. They're alive, thankfully, but what more could I have done, Ishtar? After the war, completely after. I'm Still find myself unable to process this, everything that happened. I'm a husk of who I used to be. Happier? Yes. But I don't know the girl before the war anymore. I don't recognize myself in the mirror. I've settled my scores each time. And my apologies for the long, unnecessary monologue about my thoughts about the war. But in short, I'm not the same. We are not the same. None of us. The prophet was right about that.
No need for apologies. You're doing as I asked. And if I recall correctly, an ally told you to get over the war, no? I want your thoughts about that.
I mean, what is there to say? Ignorance is bliss.
There is a different glow about you now. Tell me, now that the war has ended, how is healing? What is the world like after?
Difficult, to say the least. I feel like each time I am making progress, I feel like I'm actually taking a step back. However, I met a kindred spirit who opened my eyes to realize that gentleness is what I was required. Arguably, I'm better than I used to be.
You can't heal in the same place that you were damaged. You also can't just get over it. I think your allies has this pre-drawn expectation of you and became disappointed when you weren't as imagined. I wanted to tell you sooner, but it wasn't the right time for this message in any capacity. They were ill-informed. So what are you?
I suppose you're right.
Based on what you told me, here's my advice. You see a moon set in order for the sun to rise. Lesson to learn when winds pass swords in the sands. Fire is hot, but remember that blue is hotter. Water actually adds fuel to the flame. Remember there's nothing to gain, back when things didn't resolve. One left things unsaid, the other took silence as refuge. Sometimes it's better to leave the horse dead.
A riddle. Should've known you wouldn't make this easy. But I suppose you and me both know what this is supposed to say. No?
You answered your own question. I wanted your thoughts to help lead this piece of advice. You can't change the past, but you can change the present. You learn what happened. We shall speak again soon.
Ishtar would cast this warrior back to her homeland, and when she got back to her home, she would see a note resting on her bed with a blue butterfly resting on top of it. This is what was read on that note.
Suppose I was sent back. A note. What is this about?
Foster your creativity and see the dreams that unfold.
Foster my creativity. I mean, I've always wanted to try pottery. I know there's classes nearby. Maybe I should check them out.